You know what's crazy is that I've admonished people for the same thing that I have now fallen victim to. I'm like, wow, thank God we finished that trick. Now we can do another trick. That just means we still got another lesson to learn. It's all the same, man. It's all the same. Apparently, 2 in a row is the hardest one in the game. Is that true? How could it be the hardest? It can't be harder than 3 in a row. It's only 2 in a row, man. It's only 2 in a row. That's like half as hard. Yeah, okay. So you got to. Oh, okay. All right. So first, you got to hit the close. Let me guess. The train goes back and forth. Hang on. I gotta see the video again. I was not paying attention, man. It's on clip. Okay. So how does it go? It goes to the right and then swoops down. Goes right to left and swoops down. Okay. All right, I get it. It's hard without a table in front of you to gauge like where your shots are going to go. Like the table was actually, it made the last one so much easier. It is 3D now. Bazaar time. Is the patch done? I got to record some YouTube videos later. I'm a bit of a Vanessa merchant, though. What is this video game? What, you've never seen Peak before? This one, I see the merit of the Corey style on this one. Gotta remember, it took us a while to get into the philosophy of the last one. It took us like 6 or 7 hours just to get into the philosophy. The cards do go really fast. You got to hit them back to back. Oh, yeah. I mean, it is called 2 in a row. Chipley, did you do this one? Ooh. This is the rarest achievement. But is it possible that people did 3 bottle caps in a row and then went, nah, fuck that, I'm out? Surely that's got to represent like a large fall off. Just put the card in my mom's Theragun. Okay, where are we trying to land this one? We're trying to land it in the clothespin, but where do we want it to bite? Fucking Lewis Carroll ass. How do you control it? Playing all the hits today, I see. All the hits. You think there's infinite cards in the deck? You think that's piss you're pissing? Piss Morpheus? Why does my bladder hurt? Oh, wait, hang on. We got a message here. Let me see. It's from my wife. Flash user. Lovely Momo. I should just have another tab open, to be honest. Life Lab's going on strike and they canceled on me. I was going to mention it because I know that there was talk of like strike action. But I heard that they were doing like a rolling strike. Rolling strike. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, they I thought there was a chance that it might get pushed. Please stop screaming. I don't come to your job and tell you to put the fries in the bag or whatever. You literally say that 20 times a stream. Yeah, in like a generalized sense, not to not to you specifically. Anyway. You do single out chatters though? They're chatters. They're all single, except for that one person with their fiance or whatever. I don't know. Is this anything? I mean, it doesn't seem easy. Let's be honest. It doesn't seem easy. Chiblee, by the way, I was losing it when you guys were playing Mario Party yesterday and you guys were talking about Saw. It really made me want to watch the Saw movies, which is crazy because I've seen like 4 of them. But when they were saying like, what's his name? Like, John Nash never killed anybody. John Nash never killed anybody. I never killed anybody. All he does is design. John Kramer, that's it. John Kramer never killed anybody. All he does is design rooms where people kill themselves. And you're like, he put the key for one of the rooms at the bottom of a pit full of syringes, man. What are you talking about? John Kramer never killed anybody. I gotta watch him, man. Yeah, he did put the key in the one guy's eyeball too, and then also put his head inside of like a I guess it's a bear trap. But it was like a bear trap. Oh yeah, no, it was pretty much just a straight up bear trap, I think, now that I think about it. I never killed anybody. What about the shotgun carousel? That one I don't think I've seen. I might also be getting it confused with Escape Room. The Escape Room themed Saw ripoff. That was actually pretty good. Go, Zach. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Just put the watts in the bag. Thank you. Thank you. But like, wasn't there one where they're in like a room that slowly fills up with, I know this sounds insane. Wasn't there one where there's people trapped inside of a room that slowly fills up with corn? And they have to get out before they suffocate in corn? Yes, actually. Okay, yeah, I've seen that one. Gen Z be like, a room full of what? I need to watch them all through again, which is like a 20-hour journey, but I guess I just spent 17 hours on one challenge in Trickshot Sim, so maybe it's not that crazy. But yeah, in the first one, isn't it like, you know, you like hit a man with your car and left him to die when you were 19 years old? A life begets a life. And then in like Saw 10, he's like, you threw a potato chip bag out of your car window. Bam! Fuck you. You bumped into me outside of my dungeon. He kills someone for taking antidepressants. We need a hot jigsaw, people. He's a bike merchant, though, unfortunately. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we had practiced the other one for 17 hours and 19 minutes before we got it, so maybe that's why it seems easier. But we haven't even like come close on this one. Like I've done the massage gun one, but it feels like getting it in the clothespin is borderline impossible. The camera? You might be right. I mean, cinema camera? It's really hard, man. Who's the guy in cinema? You talking about like the Majestic with Jim Carrey? Giving up after 11 seconds. I would never. I will say I just don't have anything else to play today. Having completed the chip in the bottle cap, I'm going to call a truce with type A's. We probably won't do 5 hours of putting the card in the Theragun tomorrow. We'll probably give him a little bit of a break. I think that we've all learned a valuable lesson. And I mean that humorously, but also seriously. Make them suffer? I mean, they've been suffering. We could give them a little oxygen. Yeah, or maybe we just get it today. Jigsaw trap for chatters? I would never, man. You got me confused with John Kramer. John Kramer, that's a fucking like Mad TV bit. What if Cosmo Kramer was John Kramer? And what if John Kramer was Cosmo Kramer? With the fucking the puppet on the tricycle like smashes through his door. Woo! Hi, Kramer. Jerry. Would you like to play a game, Jerry? I was trying to think of something bad Jerry did in the series, but he's pretty much blameless. Not the guy. I'm talking about the character, man. In the show. Obviously, in real life, he refused to hug Kesha, which was not okay. In the show, he's the good guy, I think. I sat through 10 hours of the coin shit and I missed it. You missed it, but you didn't. If you sat through 10 hours of it, you didn't miss it. You got it. He stole the rye loaf from that elderly woman. Yeah, but she was like buying it oldly or something. Like there was, I don't remember the episode. I do remember that it's Happy Gilmore's mom, but she like deserved it for some reason. It was a babka. I think it's 2 different episodes. And honestly, they were right they were right about the babka. I don't want the babka that they coughed all over. That was Happy's grandma. That's right, not Happy's mom. My mistake. We're gonna have to wait for the sequel to find out more about Happy's mom. The Theragun, to me, it looks like you just run it down mid. The right angle, run it down mid. Yeah, like something like that. And then the clothespin just has a very light lilt to it. It'd be nice to at least hit one of the clips. Check it out, y'all. Image_0351. Dude, I'm obsessed with this idea of following a chatter's 5-hour flight on flight radar now. Anybody going on a 5-hour flight that like departs at almost exactly 9 a.m. Pacific time and lands at almost exactly 2 p.m. Pacific time? Tomorrow? Going from DC to San Diego in April? That could be about right. We were talking about airports yesterday in the Discord. San Diego's like a goated airport, man. Why didn't any other city think of like having their airport literally be in the city that you want to be in? Every other airport you like fucking land and you're like, hey, I'm in Los Angeles. No, you're not, bitch. You're like a 40-minute Uber ride from Los Angeles. And that's just to get out of the fucking arrivals area. You land in San Diego, you're like, I'm walking to my hotel. That shit's crazy, man. Well, you can't because there's like a lot of like freeways, but you know, you're only like a mile away. They were cooking on that one. Vancouver's like that? No, it's not, because you land in fucking Richmond, man. No disrespect to Richmond. Like, if you live there, then when you land, you're there. But that shit is advertised as Vancouver Airport. Not in Vancouver. Pearson, don't even get me started. Toronto International Airport. Is it Toronto or is it Mississauga again? Thanks for nothing, Mel Lastman, or whoever built that shit. Billy Bishop Airport, though. Oh. Oh, now we're fucking talking. Billy Blank's Airport. Exploitation, she does Tybo, reminds me that there's room to grow. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're talking about. Guys, this one seems really tough. Yeah, we noticed. Yeah. Anyway, that was airport talk. Sorry, honestly, I just miss it a little bit. This is like some Shawshank Redemption type shit, man. Brooks was fucking here. Please, no. Brooks was here, man. Brooks was here. Yeah. All right, all right. It's just 2 in a row. How bad could it be? We're back. Watched Tenet last night. Loved the vibes. I'm a Tenet supporter. I honestly think if Tenet was in a foreign language, A, it wouldn't make any difference because you can't understand what they're saying anyway because Chris Nolan is like an idea merchant. But B, if Tenet was like French, I think that shit would have like 9.1 average on IMDb. People would be like, of course that shit doesn't make sense. It's European. But because it's American, people are like, there's a lot of plot holes. I think it's a fucked up double standard, honestly. They would be like, say business. Yes, man. It would be like Pennywise. Oh my God. Joker. You know what we haven't seen today? I guess it's patch day. We haven't seen Apollo. Apollo hasn't come in here because you know what? When he does, he would be like, oh my God, he got the chips in the fucking caps. You think you glaze Canadian media more? There's a lot of good Canadian music, honestly. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad Canadian music too. But there's a lot of decent Canadian TV. Canadian movies have like a 1 in 500 hit rate for me. Every once in a while, you get like a universal language or something like that, which I haven't seen, but I heard is really good. But like, you also get a lot of garbage. They made 2 Bon Cop Bad Cops. It's true. It fucked me up when I found out the Triplets of Belleville wasn't about the Hawkins Cheesy Factory. That's a little bit, that's more of like that joke would go crazy on the CBC. There's a town in Ontario called Belleville where they make the Hawkins Cheesies. Fucking good, tragically hip ass opening line. Anyway. I have a friend from Belleville. Sounds like a rough place. I think it's actually kind of idyllic. I think they had the last Jumbo video in Ontario, man. And did I mention the cheesies? You don't know Walter Polo? No, man. Oh my God, he got the chips in the fucking caps. Yes, man. Apollo, did you know I just went to your profile to see that message? Did you know you followed me on Christmas Day 2016? What the fuck was I doing presumably live on Christmas Day? That's a remarkable day. That's also crazy because I'm pretty sure we had known each other for like 4 years or something at that point. What happened? It's water under the bridge. The ink's already. You probably like double clicked or something back then, if I had to guess. I don't follow people. I get it, man. probably follow, well, I guess you could probably see like my following list. I probably follow like 50 streamers maybe. But it's rough because like almost all of them are now on the same like old man schedule that I'm on. So I never see them anymore. I'm assuming that they're all live when I'm live. So I never see them anymore. All I do now, like I've probably followed 4 or 5 streams in the last few months. But I never follow while they're live. I have to watch and then like go to bed, wake up, and then the tab is still open, and then I follow. Because there's been times where like I follow a streamer and then like my name pops up on the screen, and then the streamer gets like a little like they don't know how to react to it, and I just close the tab because I'm like, it's fucked up, man. It's like way too much attention. I just want to be notified of like when you go live, and then all of a sudden like now my name's on the screen and I'm being observed, and I'm like, I got to get out of here. I also feel like I'm sympathetic to people who find me annoying. So I'm sure there's people out there that are like, I'm sick of this bald motherfucker. And they're like watching another streamer. And then I follow. And then the streamer is like, oh, holy shit. And then that person is like, ah, I'm good. I can't escape this guy. So this is yet another reason I try to follow when they're not online. You were having discourse with DL Guigo when you beat that? Oh, yeah, I was asking him, wasn't I? I feel like I have a distinct memory of syncing the two and saying, how's the cost of capital these days? Some things never change, man. That's nostalgic. +2 for Apollo. Hang on. /user. Some dog. Let's see here. How the hell are you going to hit 2 of these when you can't even hit 1? Dude, I hear you. I got to be honest. I don't have a lot of faith in this one yet. But eventually we'll hit 1, and then we'll start to hit 1 like faster, and then we'll like hit 1 and almost hit 2. And then we'll like lose how to hit 1. And then we'll get 1 down like perfectly, and people will be like, you need to practice 2. And then I'll practice 2 and completely lose my muscle memory on 1. No, I'm down for Mario Party, Apollo. If you wanted to play, I guess today's Among Us Day. That means tomorrow is fucking not Among Us Day. I would be down for some Mario Party this week. Now that I put the chips in the cap, I feel like I can now relegate the Trickshot Sim to like this can be my zone 2, and I can bring my fucking A game on intervals, you know, when I'm not doing zone 2. My boyfriend walked to the store and missed you putting the caps in the chips. Hang on. Your boyfriend, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about your boyfriend? Seems you've forgotten some relevant information. I wish you were my boyfriend. You guys ever listen to Best Coast? The other girl is like, Chib, you would love Best Coast. I mean, it's old music from your perspective. She has a college degree. I dropped out when I was 17. If I could only get her out of the picture, then he would know how much I want him. You know? I wish I could see like a replay of that one, man. Anyway. Thoughts on Rilo Kiley? I'm cool with Rilo. I'm not really fucking with Kylie. I don't know shit that they've done. Did they do that song? You know, they did the indie one. Yeah, Portions for Foxes. That's the. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second. Do I still have my incognito tab open? No, okay. Portions for Foxes. 1 second here. Sorry, y'all. I'm listening. You won't catch me there. That's fine, though. I'm happy for you. Damn. I know Jenny Lewis. Doesn't she sing like Hip to Be Square or whatever? No, I had that album with the twins, the Shining album where she went country. She did like an anti-Dylan. She went folk. I remember she was like they plugged in her amp and then she unplugged it. And then like one of the ladies from Sleater Kinney was like, "Don't do it." And then she whispered, "Play it fucking quiet. Play it freaking quiet." And then she was out there singing like "Handle Me with Care" or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and people in the audience were like, "Jesus, Jesus." Play it fucking quiet. That was a good throw. People who love Ben Gibbard are loving this section of the stream. Zoe Deschanel, are you here? Looking. Did you know Ben Gibbard is like an ultra marathoner now? That shit is so annoying. Like I get it because I'm not an ultra marathoner, but I understand the impetus. That shit is so annoying though. I'm happy for him. His life is probably like so much better, but like, fuck you, man. Runner ass. I wasn't even looking to see if it went in. I was just making an assumption. Good, yeah, good for him, man. Good for him. And he is his father's son. That's true. Spencer Krug would never, man. Spencer Krug might do couch to 5K, but he's never going to do an ultra marathon. And that's why he mogs Ben Gibbard. The Chad Spencer Krug versus not the Chad Ben Gibbard. Because nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That's fine. You can say virgin. Don't call them virgins, bro. Right? Wolf Parade is touring. I can't go to a Wolf Parade show, man. Too many motherfuckers in the audience who look like me. I can't be fucking courtside when I'll believe in anything comes on. Shit's bad for your health. So, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in any club that would have me as a member. You an arm crosser? Yes, sir. Big time. Big time arm crosser. Do it right now? Okay. I'm just kidding. I was just sorry, it was just one arm. I muted myself by accident. Oh man. This is the weirdest midlife crisis. Yeah. Yeah, and I would agree with that for sure. Definitely would agree with that. You feel spiritually connected to the cards? Not yet. I got there with the chips. I'm not there with the cards yet. I don't feel like the card. I really do want to go back to the bottle caps. That's fucked up. Just put the cards in the gaps. Okay, hang on. I didn't think about it like that. Just put the cards in the gaps. Just put the nugget in the biscuit, mate. Oh man. Kind of wild. I'm watching this on my lunch break. Buddy, that's what it's all about, man. What would you rather be watching? Well, like real art would be higher on the list, but you can't really fit in real art on your lunch break. You got to be like well rested to watch a good movie. You can't be like half tilted from work and be like, I'm going to watch half The Brutalist right now. Like it's just, you're setting yourself up for failure. So like that lunch break is like peak slop viewing. Don't get me wrong. But like, I mean, nothing else on this website's going to save you. This ain't going to save you either. But at least I'm not selling you anything today. A Nora at 5.5x speed. That would be sick, man. That would be... I put some of the scenes on 5.5x speed just to get them over with. But I was like, damn, this dude's gonna like bust his hip open. Like he's maintaining an otherworldly cadence. I'm not beefing with Gen Z and their opinions on sex scenes. It's just if you want them to watch the sex scenes, you should just put a realistic depiction of a panic attack in them. Boo, boo. Listen, buddy. We're going to be here for a while, okay? It's going to get way worse than that. Were you here for the LGBT, the BLTG sandwich? Were you here for the BLGTC sandwich? Am I okay? What's going on? Now, gay Bob Dylan. Yes, man. Born in Reddy Hook, Brooklyn. Wait, no, we got to skip like 8 minutes of the song. Larry was the oldest. Joey was in my ass. They called Joe crazy. The baby they called Kid Ass. Brace yourself, it's 11 and a half minutes long. Joey, Joey, king of the skeet. Child of brain. I'll just wait for it. Please stop singing. I told you there's 11 minutes left. You just wait till we get the fucking sad-eyed healer of the low rank queue. I'm just waiting for it. There's a lot of lyrics to fill in on that bitch. It's gonna take a minute. I feel like Gen Z doesn't like normal sex either. It's just ass eating and pegging or nothing. Gen Z, care to respond? I would never refer to that as abnormal sex, okay? That's like, you got to take that up with Kinsey or whatever. Nah, he pretty much got us. Oh, okay, all right. I was just checking. My wife is 82, so I couldn't tell you. Your wife is also... I think you're leaving out a very relevant detail. Your 82-year-old wife is also... Aaron Taylor Johnson in chat? You can't say that, man. You can't say that. Plus, I think she's only like 63 or something. Were they getting separated or something? Free my mans or whatever. Maybe they're in love. I don't really follow it. It's not really any of my business. I still don't get it. I think he married like his high school drama teacher or something. So did the president of France. Yeah, but this shit happened like in America or whatever. I'm beefing with France. Does anyone remember why? I can't remember why I'm beefing with France. I think a French guy insulted me and I asked him if he'd ever drank a Coca-Cola or something because of the picture where the French guy's spitting out the Coke. Is that, librarian, does that sound right? I feel like that might have happened like last Wednesday or Thursday. You literally did, but you misread their original comment. Whatever. Yeah, I bet I misread it. I don't speak French. Duh. Oh, we hit the clip. Juste Orange. Still such a good fucking bit, man. Orange juice. Est-ce que tu parles français? Orange juice. Est-ce que tu parles français? Orange juice. Oh! Juste Orange. Gets me every time, man. Oh! C'est quoi la orange juice? That's not a rage comic. It happened to a friend of mine. It was not my buddy Eric. It was not Nicki Minaj's cousin, okay? But I hope he's doing all right. Le charisme. You see the picture of the Rizzler next to Bob Dylan in the blonde album cover? Just me, huh? Just me and 100 septuagenarians on r/Bob Dylan circle jerk. They're not 70. They're probably literally like 15, but it's funny anyway. Where do you see that now that you're not on Twitter? Bro, r/Bob Dylan circle jerk and r/Bob Dylan. And r/Bob Dylan memes, but that one's not as active as the other two. That's not real? It's fucking real. r/Bob Dylan has like 80,000 users. r/Bob Dylan memes has like 8,000. And r/Bob Dylan circle jerk has like 11,000 or something. Get help? What are you talking about? I'm cultivating my own social media experience. Wow! Okay. We have hope, man. We have hope now. Oh! I do have to reset my inventory. I'm all out of cards. Beatles circle jerk is also good. I gotta go check it out. I do love that's before and after picture of John Lennon, where in like 1965 he looks like the old Beatles. He's like a little puffy in the face, and he's got like the nerd ass bangs that like come over his forehead. And then like a year later in 1966, there you go. Wow, you found it so fast. A toothpick changes everything, man. Favorite Dylan album, Come on the Tracks? Absolutely. You know the lyrics are going through my head right now. Whatever. Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement sucking off the president. Oh, my. Oh, hell yeah. That's not on that album, but you could. And it's kind of, the great thing is it's kind of a protest song, too. Why is the Bob Dylan circle jerk description the size of your cock will get you nowhere? Yep. I don't know why, but you're on the right page. You put in the URL, right? I know that's right. Desire or Blood on the Tracks? It's got to be Blood on the Tracks, but I really like Desire as well. Even the songs that are bad, except for Romance in Durango, where every time I hear the song, I'm like, how did this one get on the album? Bob, you're not Mexican. Like the whole song, he's pretending to be Mexican. I don't get it. You ever see the picture of him in New York in like 1964? Where he weighs like 109 pounds and looks like a huge nerd. And all the comments are like, we're supposed to believe that this guy like was living in train cars and getting into fucking shootouts in Cheyenne. Anyway, sorry, we talked about it too much. Mouth, welcome. Any chance you're gonna play Trickshot Simulator, Mouth? I'll level with you, buddy. It's no Stardew Valley. Bro thinks he's Woody Guthrie. Oh hell no. I beat Stardew Valley? Damn, dude. He beat farming. Monsanto ass. I know for a fact JoJo went out of business in your save file, right? It better have. The sofa looks huge. Hang on. Damn, you're not joking, man. And the denim blanket? That shit's a fucking sleeper, bud. That looks cozy as fuck, man. Although I bet in the wintertime, that's cold. Looks cold as hell. What else we got here? Dude! Lore! That's 1, 2, and 3 from the last trick shot! There's layers to this shit. I didn't even know, man. I gotta get my camera angle back. I'm on the pavement sucking off the president. How did he come up with that stuff, man? How did he come up with that stuff? Listen, it's a good message. I'll say it. I'm sorry I haven't said it to this point. I was prioritizing my own thoughts over yours. Gay John Lennon be like, imagine all the penis. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. For sure. Absolutely. There's definitely something there. How many decks we buy in to do this IRL? I'm literally using my teenage son's commander deck right now. So that motherfucker has like 172 cards, so we don't even have to worry about it for a minute. No, my Jace the Mind Sculptor! My fucking Mana Crypt or whatever! I don't know that many cards. My side quest, catch a fish card! Mana Crypt got banned? Sorry, I can't say what I want to say. Ooh! How'd you know about side quest catch a fish? Bear linked me the picture in the well, he linked everybody the picture in the Discord and said I should sue them. That's how I'm familiar with that. Wait, did he get the chips? Me when my DoorDash Subway order arrives and I can't find the Harvest Cheddar? Those who know. Anyone in here own a Subway franchise? You legally have to respond to me. Yes, okay. Listen to me. I'm talking to you fucking person to person. This is a tete-a-tete. You need to hire one more high school student to work at the Subway. Shit is pissing me off. What do you think you are? A boba tea shop? Or yeah, or an old person, whatever. I don't care. Just hire somebody, man. You got these 11th graders. They're the only person on in shift. They're fucking making the bread, baking the bread, making the sandwich, dressing the sandwich, wrapping it up, putting it in the bag, ringing it through on the cash, doing the prep work in the back. It's insane, man. That's crazy. Hang on. Let me see. Oh my, flashbang out. It's the fuck ass picture of John Lennon, man. The doubles my cost. The ingredients are free. I just get them out of the garbage. I don't care, man. Because I'm gonna go to another business that like has more employees. Like pissing me off. Jersey Mike's. We don't have that shit yet. We're getting in at the right time. They just got bought by private equity, right? Who cares? They're in high school. Buddy, a formative experience is like having an absolutely shitty job where you're paid like, 20% of what you're actually worth, but you have another like coworker there who you can commiserate with. And even if they're like not cool, you would fucking die for them and they would die for you. Because you've both been in the fucking trenches. You both opened together and then realized that the motherfuckers who closed didn't slice any tomatoes. Or they slice like one fucking tomato and they're like, that should be good. You just got an 11th grader with one AirPod in, dude. They're missing out on that classic like coming of age camaraderie. Then you realize you're the motherfucker that closed. Hate that guy, man. Well, okay, I'm stealing valor because Kate did the dishes yesterday. But that was me on Monday night. I was like, I'll just do the dishes in the morning. Then at like 9 in the morning, I was like, what the fuck is up with all these dishes in the sink, man? And I was like, all right, I'm tired. I will not take the closer slander. I guess heavy is the head that wears the closer, right? Because, like, I've never worked in a restaurant, but I feel like it must be rare for someone to say, who the fuck opened this morning? Look, heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. Openers are the whiniest MFers on earth. It's so much more work. Damn, I didn't realize. Everything you say to me. Yes. Take it one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. You're wading into a battle as old as time. But the chefs, well, I don't know the alliances. So there's RPG style like classes, but then also like professions, right? So closer is like a job that you have or a role that you have, but your job could be like chef. Don't the chefs and the dishies have like a natural alliance? This is me coming from r/Kitchen Confidential. But the chefs and the front of house oftentimes have an unsteady equilibrium with one another. Because the front of house is like, where the hell is that food? And then the chefs are like, you shouldn't have sold them that. You shouldn't have told them that we could have made calamari with no seafood in it. You pretty much got it. Don't ring in all the fucking tickets at once. Dude, I know that this is so real and I'm not insulting like the stress that comes with your job, but hearing someone else complain about some drama that you have no concept of is so fucking good. I'm sure it's like the same thing if like you were to hear somebody complain about The Office. They're like, you automated all the emails to go out at the same time? All the Jira tickets can't be read, Steve. They can't all be read. Otherwise, why do we even have other colors? Sales team never adds their fucking accounts. What society has done to us is really funny. We weren't meant to do. I wasn't meant to do this. Don't get me wrong. We definitely were not meant to complain about shit like that. I think, but media team always gets the contract details wrong. But no matter what, hey, who do you hate more? The sales team or the clients, man? It's got to be the clients, right? At least you and the sales team are in the trenches. No, it's sales? All right, never mind. All right, my bad. I feel like as someone who's largely a client, I would definitely hate the clients more. Because I always try to remember, like, when someone asks me for a document, like, they're literally at work and they can't do the work until I give them the document. But the thing is, like, I'm also at work when they send me the email. but we're not working like the same job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, if we were working the same job, I would give them the document right away, but I'm doing my own job. Sales will perma side with the customer and throw you under the bus. Well, to the customer's face, right? But to management, you gotta, well, I don't know. They're slick, right? Those sales guys. Heard one of them made 32 grand selling marmalade last year. Anyway, what was I talking about? Is your only view in the corporate America the guy who does your taxes for you? He's Canadian, so I guess it's more like the musings of a Midwestern paper company. Maybe you've heard of it. Oh, fuck off already? What the hell did I do? Yes, gay Bob Dylan do be like, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard. Cock and balls. That wasn't his best work, to be honest, but yeah. What did he mean by that? Which is broom of Pharaoh's tomb? Who'd succumb to that old room? That's the end of a true story told by a liar. Average, with Bob Dylan, when you ask him what he wants to eat, hang on, lock in. That's true. They sucked each other at the park. As the evening sky grew dark, he looked at him and he felt the spark tingle to his balls. 'Twas then his jaw falls, and he started to masturbate. Brought on by a guy I masturbate. Dude, there's something in there. There's something in there. I might need a pen and a pad for that, though. Bro, stop talking about Bob Dylan. I got horrible news for you. I still got like probably 40 albums to really pour through. And those aren't really like, you don't listen to them like once and then sort of like moving on to the next one. You kind of got to ponder over those for a little while, too. There's a lot of them, man. What about his Christian rock albums? We'll get there, man. We'll get to Saved. Man in me would screw. Did we do this one yesterday? Nearly any ass. We definitely did this yesterday. It does work, though. That one might be the easiest of all. Oh, what a wonderful penis. Yes, man. Yes. I'm just studying it. You think Bob would vibe with these bits? I don't know. I haven't been on X recently, so I haven't seen the kind of shit that he's been tweeting. Best attempt so far. He would get permit in chat. He would 100% be permit in chat. He would type some cryptic shit, and I'd be like, buddy, for your own well-being, I'm banning you from chat. You need to speak to a doctor. Admit yourself to a hospital right now. Talk to a mental health professional. You'll be saying some shit that don't make any fucking sense. He's alive? Buddy, he's never been better, probably. I mean, he's like, he's maybe 84 years old, but I thought that was in. One in chat if you're Bob Dylan. It's going to be so awkward if Sarah Lowndes is in chat right now, too. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that, Bob. I'm sorry, man. Or Joan Baez. She stops by from time to time, but I think she's maybe busy today. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you for saying that. Korean Kendrick Lamar is kind of a good bit. Korean Kendrick Lamar be like, gochujang, gochujang on the beat. Hi, Tomo. They were like literally, but also metaphorically cooking when they came up with gochujang, though. That's a good sauce. I do have to say, not to be rude at all. But I also think that it's hard to say this as a swagged up white boy. They'll tell you can't say it. I do feel like it's kind of a misused sauce in a lot of situations these days. People are kind of just you're not really in most circumstances. It's not traditional to like just put the gochujang on stuff. You maybe like you mix it in with the bokkeumbap, you mix it in with the bibimbap, you cut it with like another paste or sauce, and then use it to season. It's not like you would just like spread it on like butter or something, but still. Mike Huckabee airstrike incoming. No! What does that mean? You remember in one of the Jackass movies, they told Wee Man they were throwing cards at his ass, but actually he was sitting on a stool that electrocutes you? Yes, I remember that. Why do you ask? Hi, Tomo. That's all? All right. I appreciate that. Oh, I believed. Yeah, I really like Jackass. I think it's spectacular. I don't have anything else to say. Letterbox score. I can't tell the movies apart. I would probably give them all a 4. How many of them are there? Oh, second I was looking it. There's like 4.5, which actually means that there's 8, I think. What's great is that every time I get it in the massage gun, just so you know, I'm aiming for the clothespin. I don't think I've ever taken a conscious effort to throw it at the massage gun. Jackass son or Jackbox daughter. Twins, Basil. Twins. Damn, he's doing tricks on it. Jackass son or ridiculousness daughter. 2 jackass sons. For sure. You ever done tricks on it? Once. But it was to save a man's life. Centuries ago. That's all I got, man. Sorry, the gay Jigsaw got me pretty good too. I mean, Jigsaw, for all I know, he might be gay, but like, he didn't really talk about it, I think, most of the time. But the idea that he would turn his victims gay. Hey, Jigsaw, that John Kramer, that's problematic, man. That's... He had a hot wife? A what? Don't be closed-minded, bro. Lots of gay dudes have hot wives. Sway, Jigsaw, didn't you forget a very relevant piece of information about your wife? Malf, are you still here? Maybe we actually should go to SawCon this year. I've been thinking about it. This John Kramer never killed anybody discourse it's ignited a curiosity within me. Yeah, man. Dude, I mean, we'll fly to New York and then we'll take the Ligma there. The Long Island Greater Metropolitan Authority. Great sound, though. I'm about to crash out at these fake saw heads. Buddy, they're baiting you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's what they want. That's how they win. Also, I'm one of them. Just wait it out, man. Just wait it out. Everything you say to me. Never play that in song? It has real like Saw 1 or 2 energy. It has real Lionsgate energy at the very least. I would never. Well, you wouldn't appreciate the bit if I read the comments from the YouTube video for One Step Closer by Linkin Park. Because I kind of put that song in the Hoobastank territory, but somehow it's escaped to like modern classic status. I might be a little bit behind the curve on that, but it's strange to me, and I'm still trying to reconcile it. Hybrid theory is goated. I have to take a break. I lost all confidence. I sent a message to my hand to throw, and I was like, I don't even know how to hold the mouse. I need to shake it out and pretend I'm making a throw for the first time. Oh. Is your face slanted? Yeah, a little bit. I remember, like, before I was bald, so when I was in high school, I got my hair cut once with, like, my regular hairdresser. And I had used, like, an electric trimmer to, like, even out my sideburns or something like that. And she was like, oh, your sideburns are a little uneven. And I was like, yeah, I tried to like use my ears as like a reference point, but I guess it didn't work out. And she said, oh no, do you know how uneven your ears are? It's like, lady, I'm 15 years old. You're giving me like a complex for life. I don't have any control over that shit. That can happen. I think it happens to everybody, man. Or like, you know, has happened to everybody, like basically from birth. It's not why I wear headphones. I wear headphones to like hear the sound that comes out of the computer. I can only watch for 10 minutes. So I got therapy at 5. Okay. Well, the stream's over in 10 minutes anyway, but also please do not tell your therapist about this. They won't get it. They won't. It's one of those things that, and there's a lot of them. It's one of those things you should hide from your therapist because they won't understand. It'll be our little secret. Like, I know your therapist is like, you can tell me anything, but like, let's be honest. You know that that shit is not true. You got to filter like your real thoughts and emotions. Otherwise, she's going to get you in trouble. So like, you know, this one, maybe just wait on this one for a little bit. What happened to my card? Why she? Well, like, because I respect women, man. Maybe it's sexist, but I think I would be less comfortable with a male therapist. Just because, like, the whole time I was telling him shit, I do believe that there's a chance in my head there would be a little voice that's like, he thinks he's better than you. You're literally the first man that has ever had these emotions. You should tell that to your therapist. They'll fucking... I don't have one. I'm actually, like, I solved all my problems by getting good sleep. But, like, maybe if I have to go back or whatever, like, if it comes back. Yeah, she didn't do anything. I'm sorry to say. But I do have to say that therapists are real doctors. Because much like doctors these days, maybe I don't want to finish this bit, but basically every time I went, she was like, have you been doing your breathing exercises? And I was like, lady, when are we going to admit that that shit does not work? You got to teach me like a magical spell or something. This breathing shit is not getting the job done. Like, oh, no, that's pretty hard. I can understand. Have you been breathing deeply lately? The hell am I paying you like $130 a session for? This is crazy. Say you go to the doctor, you're like, my tummy hurts. They're like, have you drank any water lately? Have you eaten food? You're like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I've been eating food and drinking water. And like, maybe tomorrow it'll be better. Maybe come back tomorrow. I know you've been waiting in the waiting room for 8 hours. Maybe try to get some rest. And if it still hurts tomorrow, you can come back. I'm going to tell her all this. Thank you. You can tell her that you don't believe that she's actually doing anything for you. Because, like, if she gets mad at you, then it proves that you're right or whatever. But do not tell her that you've watched 22 hours of Trickshot Simulator. Get it twisted. You should go to your therapist and gaslight them into thinking you have no problems. And then get mad when they don't fix them. I know I told the story of why I stopped going to my therapist before. Part of it, it's really funny to me, though. One of the reasons is because I feel like that shit was not working. Another reason is because independent of the shit she was telling me that I was doing, I got better. The other one is that one time I had an appointment with her and I went out to the garage and I had a flat tire. So with like an hour and a half to go till the appointment, I was like, hey, emergency, I can't make it today. I got a flat tire. Like I need to call AAA, which in Canada is called CAA, just so you get a little laugh halfway through the story. And she was like, yeah, no problem. Thanks for letting me know. And then when I went back the next week for my session, she charged me for 2 sessions. And she said, is that all right? And I said, yeah, no problem. And then I went full fucking ghost, no contact mode. I was a little pissed for sure. Is that all right? What do you mean? Yeah, it's like it's a question you can't really like say no to. Also, she was talking about like her problems a lot more than listening to mine. And in the first session, she went to use the photocopier for like 15 minutes. I was a little taken aback. I think that one might have bounced in there, man. Anyway, joke's on me, but also her. Was she court appointed? No. I'm not like royalty or whatever. I think I phoned like a service that was supposed to like pair you up with the therapist. They like asked me what was bothering me, like why I was calling. And then they're like, oh, you sound like a fit for this therapist. And then they showed me their availability. And I was like, that doesn't work at all. Like, I can't make those appointments. And then they were like, oh, well, in this case, how about this person? Then I was like, all right, that sounds good. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I missed out on the greatest therapist of all time. I do need a juror number 6 type therapist for sure. Or, well, actually, I don't think I need a therapist right now, but if I ever need one again, I wouldn't mind having like a juror number 7 therapist. Maybe get some free baseball tickets out of it or whatever. I don't want a juror number 10 therapist. No, no, no. Hannibal Lecter was a therapist? Yeah, you could tell from his tableside manner. What about juror number 9? Literally would probably fall asleep in the chair. Because he was like the oldest man in 1957. He was like 48. Bob Dylan therapist? Nah, I think he'd be like, you know, I never asked for your crutch, don't ask for mine or whatever. Some glib shit like that. Speaking of John Lennon. Some lib shit. So true. Realist. The bit's like too real. Do you think that Bob Dylan votes? And if he votes, how many times do you think he's voted for Trump? It could be 0. I would have a hard time seeing it be 3. I could see 2. I could see 2. I could easily see 0 or he doesn't vote. 40 times he's ridden them in every single election since 1960. It might be 0. It's public record, isn't it? In the US, you can see who the fuck voted for who? No. Well, maybe like, I'm not trying to make a joke. That shit will probably roll out like at the midterms. But like, or you can see if they voted. And who they donated to. Okay. What are we at? 158, which means it's 2. Okay. We got a few more. You can see how Jacob Chickrun donated $50 to RFK. An NHL player donating $50 to a politician is so fucking funny, man. Dude literally was like, that's my guy. What's an appropriate amount? What's his contract right now? It's probably like $7.5 million US a year. Here's $50. Go get him, Tiger. It does add up, I guess. Don't spend it all in one place. Ask donation. I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Wasn't a huge fan of American head coach Bill Guerin saying, "Thank you, President Trump, for threatening to annex Canada." It really got our boys fired up. I'm not going to lie to you. I try to keep it pretty apolitical on the stream. It got under my skin a little bit when he said, "Thank you, Mr. President, for threatening to annex your closest peaceful neighbor." It really got the American boys fired up to kick Canada's ass. That one, I thought he crossed the line a little bit with that comment. The American players, given the interviews, they're always like, "How do you feel about your anthem getting booed?" And the players are like, "It doesn't feel good, but I might feel the same if like someone threatened to take over my country." Coach was like, "Fuck that. We put that shit up in the locker room." Team Finland here, we're rooting for you. I appreciate that. If it wasn't Canada, US, I would love to see Finland, Sweden, man. For a couple of reasons. I mean, my two dogs out there, Kevin Lankinen in net for the Finns, possibly. Elias Pettersson, 2.5 seconds of ice time, -7. He's doing his best or whatever. He's doing his best. He's gonna get better. He's gonna get better, man. All right, let's call it here. Let's call it /